Now that you have a good understanding of sections and categories, as well as basic template and module positions, we can dive right into the basics of how to construct menus for your site. If you are still a bit fuzzy on how to structure and organize your content with sections and categories, be sure to review the material in the associated PDF guide. This particular video is pulled from the 90+ other videos from our Start Learning Joomla video training series. It's meant to be in context with the rest of the material, but it works well as a standalone video and should serve to give you a great overview of how to construct menus for an example site. We hope you're ready to learn something very important. Here is where Joomla starts to get very interesting. Menus are the skeletons upon which we build Joomla sites. Everything is attached to a menu in some way, and it is menus that determine how people navigate around your site. But in Joomla, menus aren't just about navigation, but also controlling the actual site layout, including what pages get assigned to what URLs.
For our newspaper site, we want to create a series of simple menus to cover our news topics. We'll expand these further as we develop the site. Since our site has local, national, and world news topics, we want to create top-level menu items to handle that. We also want to create sub-menu items for each category under each section. So let's do that now. We need to go into the Menu Manager. Since we want to add items to the top-level menu, we will choose the main menu. This is the default menu for your site created by Joomla when it was installed. Let's add top-level menu items for each of the sections. To do this, we click on Menu Items for the main menu. Let's move forward by creating the items. Click New. Now you're presented with a large list of options. The menu items we're creating will be oriented towards articles. Joomla gives us a few useful options when we point menu items to articles. For our major news section, we'll choose the section layout under Articles. By choosing the section layout, we will be able to present the user with a category breakdown so they can drill down further if they like. We know it sounds a bit boring, but we'll spice up this page with some useful modules. So let's finish up with setting up the section layout. First, let's set the title. This is what appears in the main menu, so we'll keep it short. Let's choose Local News. The alias again is for the search engine friendly component, so we can leave that alone for now and let Joomla create it for us. Because this is a top-level menu item for our site, the parent item is going to be Top. To finish configuring this menu item, let's select the section that we're going to be targeting. In this case, we'll select our Local News section. Below this, you can see some useful parameters for the page. Joomla gives you a lot of control over how that target page will appear. For now, we'll leave the defaults and revisit them later. Now, let's save this menu item and have a look at the site. You should see a new menu item appear called Local News. And when you click it, you'll see that it presents a simple list of all the available categories under the Local News section. And if you click one of the categories, you can see that you can drill down all the way to one of our sample articles. Now you can see we've created a simple menu for the Local News section and Politics category. Now go ahead and create the rest of the menu items for the local, national, and world news sections. It should look a little something like this. Please pause the video and do that now. Okay, now that this is complete, we have a good working model for a site main menu. We've created menu items that will allow our site visitors to browse our content and reach the article that they would like to read. We'll extend this further as we go.
While this video was written and produced for our Start Learning Joomla video course, it works well here as a standalone video for showing you the basics of how to work with menus. We hope you've enjoyed using this short course and get an overview of Joomla core concepts and have learned how to do some basic things in Joomla. As we mentioned in the first video, there are several other areas to develop if you want to be an effective Joomla administrator. If you are serious about quickly developing your skills as a competent Joomla administrator, or need to share training resources with other members of your team or clients, we have built a complete program to cover every concept necessary for a Joomla administrator working in a personal or professional context. Our video training program is more than just a simple series of tutorials, but a professionally produced teaching program designed to take someone with no knowledge of content management systems through to basic Joomla administrator competence in as little as 1 or 2 days of focused learning. We also teach in plain, simple English, so anyone can learn. If you've enjoyed the format and the quality of these videos, expect to find the same style and level of production in our full program. We believe in open source and the free, unhindered access to volunteer-built software. Many people contribute and many more people enjoy the result of the combined effort. The contribution of a great many lines of code from many individual volunteers has produced a powerful, complex, and effective content management system, and given the ability to build great websites. The original pioneers of open source software believe that software should be free, and the training, support, and consulting are the best ways to support these efforts. We wholeheartedly agree with this. Joomla supports an excellent and diverse economy of professional trainers, book authors, custom developers, and consultants. It is important for new Joomla administrators to consider seeking out professional training and support services from the best resources they can find. In the Joomla world, you have access to good volunteer free content as well as some of the best produced commercial extensions, training, authors, and on-site training services in the open source software world. Our view and the reason we authored our Start Learning Joomla program is the most effective Joomla users will know when to choose between free resources and professionally developed material for their training needs. We saw a need for users like you who wanted a deeper and more effective planned and executed teaching program than what was possibly produced on a volunteer basis. We encourage you to explore the training material available on Joomla.org and decide for yourself if you have the background to learn with the great tutorials they have put together, or if you need an intensive program like Start Learning Joomla to provide a learning framework for your Joomla education. No matter what path you choose in learning Joomla, it's important for you to follow a certain set of training guidelines for yourself so that you maximize your time and make sure you hit the most important concepts in the right order. Visit the link below to find this simple step-by-step plan. We may have already emailed it to you if you've gotten the PDF guide as well. So, check your email for this if you haven't seen it yet. It will help you focus your limited training time and keep you on track to learn the most important concepts in the right order in the least amount of time. There is a collection of great learning resources located there, whether or not you're interested in a professional program. Please take the time to check it out, as it will give you a well-defined and well-researched Joomla learning path. Thank you very much for watching, and the best of luck in learning Joomla.